It is retort to the 1974 Farm Bill. Wendell Berry, one of the greatest living American thinkers, and not by coincidence also a farmer, wrote, "The most appropriate governmental powers are negative. That is, powers that protect the small and the weak from the great and the powerful, not those by which the government becomes the profligate and ineffectual parent of the small and weak after it has permitted the great and the powerful to make us helpless." The more things change, the more they stay the same. This body has blundered on in the same comfortable, destructive ideology, heedless of the urgency and the wisdom of the relationship many rural Americans foster towards our land, not of sanitized farmers markets and glamping, but an intimate relationship of stewardship and dependency. My family's lived in Washington State for 6 generations, working quarries, farming cranberry bogs, harvesting timber. My mom was born in Forks, Washington, the epicenter of the timber wars during the spotted owl fiasco. And when they shut the woods down, people said a lot of my cousins ate because their daddies were good fishermen. They recently found a dead spotted owl in Portland, Oregon, in an urban park. They did an autopsy, and you know what killed that owl? Rodenticide. Do you think anybody at the chemical manufacturing plant lost their job and couldn't feed their kids because of that? It is working people who are being scapegoated and regulated out of the self-determination that is our birthright as Americans. My cousins feed their family farming land they can never afford to buy. I plan to vote against this bill today, but for profoundly different reasons than I hear in defense or support of this bill. What are we doing here? How many grant managers and soil scientists are we going to send to summer camp while my family is forced to sell their farm to the highest bidder? How long will we defend programs advancing choice at the expense of freedom? Look my constituents in the eye and tell him it's in the interest of national health he has 2 approved buyers to sell his poultry to, who control the price of feed and propane. I've heard smug parents boast that their kids know that food doesn't come from the grocery store, it comes from farms. I feel called to remind my colleagues that food doesn't come from a grant writer either. All the clipboards and spreadsheets in the world don't mean a damn without somebody willing to get a sunburn and put a lien on their family home. Before you commit yourself to the righteousness of defending a credentialed expert with fresh tires and air conditioning, I'm asking you to take a pause and question where this system of credentialed expertise has gotten us. Are we healthier, more able to defend ourselves in conflict, more self-reliant, more willing and able to start new families, more trusting of our neighbors, confident, happier? In conversations here on the Hill, I often hear people defend their tenuous relationship with agriculture on the basis of how large their markets are. They produce more gooseberries than any other congressional district in America. I humbly suggest that this committee and their staff consider the invisible graveyard. The families who were squeezed out of farming, shipped their children off the farm and into a rat race. The kitchen tables shunted into the hegemony of Dollar General, where once their neighbors sold them eggs and apples. The dairies held by real estate investment trusts, ostensibly operating vineyards, but contracted to luxury housing developers. And if you won't deal with this on the human level, confront the raw numbers of farm consolidation, on farmer suicide, on school consolidation. What we are doing is not working. And I will not put my name behind it, and I will not put my district's name behind it.